Hello friends! I got these budget brush tip alcohol markers for less than $7. I struggled with them at first, but in the end I got the bigger marker set for less than $25, and now I'm so excited to use them. These are the Deli Finenolo brush tip alcohol markers. They have the 30, 40, 60, and 80 sets of markers, but I first got the 30 markers to test it out on my coloring page. To compare the prices after all the discounts, this set of 30 markers cost a little bit less than a set of 6 Honolulu pastel markers. And this set of 80 markers cost almost as much as 6 Honolulu markers plus this 24 marker set. So if I have $25, I can get 80 Finalo markers, or I can get 30 Ohuhu Honolulu markers. The markers look like they have the same size, and I didn't look into how much ink goes with each marker. But as a beginner, I would think to get the 80 Finalo markers instead of these Ohuhu markers just because I want to have more colors to choose from. If you ever decide to get the Deli Finalo markers, please note that all the 30 markers in this set are also included in the 80 marker set. So it would be best to get the bigger set right away. This is the color swatch that I made on marker paper. It's not a lot of colors, so I wondered what marker combinations can I use for shading or underpainting. I also noticed that I have a lot of yellows and oranges and pinks, but none of them are perfect for blending light to dark. But that's okay with me as long as I have a good color to use for underpainting. All of my coloring books have printer paper, so the colors are darker than on the template. I decided to test them on a coloring page without planning any of the colors, and my only goal is to use all of the markers and see how they apply on the actual paper. The colors here are bright, and there were a lot of oranges, yellows, and pinks. I used blue or green to underpaint these colors and create shadows. I struggled at first, but in the end, I think I did okay, except for the watermelons. The dark green color was so staining that it was hard to blend it with other colors. I even tried adding shadows the next day, but still looks flat. I should have planned my colors earlier, or got a bigger set for more green color options. To be honest, I got lazy after the purple beets, so I didn't bother shading the other fruits. Now that I think about it, I should always test and plan my marker combos before starting. I was too excited to start this project, but I'll do better next time. As for the pink curtain, I used all the pinks that I haven't tried yet, but nothing fancy after that. Now here's my favorite color in this set. Its label says warm gray, but it's actually a light brown to me. I like it so much, I worry that I might use it up too soon. I haven't found the perfect shadow color for it though, so I tried using the same pen, but it didn't work. I tried it again the next day, but that didn't make much of a difference. Probably the best part of this page are the leaves. I didn't attempt to do any blending or underpainting. Instead, I got 3 green colors to draw the leaves. I left the highlight areas white, then used a light green to color over it. I love the brush tips on these markers The application is smooth and they are easy to use. Coloring the red roof is so satisfying. And later I added the vertical lines using a green marker. The ink is not watery, so there's no peeling on the paper even though it's just printer paper. I stopped using my first set of budget markers because it destroys my coloring pages. So I'm really happy that this one left my pages intact. The chisel tip, however, is something that I was scared to use. It looks so big and I still don't want to try them. But maybe later I will try and use them to add more details to my coloring pages. My weirdest marker combination here is probably this bright pink and green color on the pavement. The gray was too dark, so I tried this combo instead, and I loved it. You can see the pink color breaking up, but for me it's alright, and it also adds a bit of character to this page. So now I'm looking forward to making more color combos in the future. My final thoughts? I still have my Ohuhu markers and I love using them, but I do recommend getting these Finalo markers if you are a beginner looking for an enjoyable coloring experience without spending a lot on markers. Like in my case, I love shading with alcohol markers and I color with them to relax and unwind and rest my mind from work. I have no plans on becoming a pro illustrator, and my focus is simply to satisfy my curiosity and experiment with colors and techniques. But if your goal is to become a professional with alcohol markers, then you should probably invest and get the Copic markers and build your skills with them. As a beginner, I have noticed that markers behave differently, and that's why I enjoy trying out different brands. But for mastery, I think it's best to stick with one good brand at the start. And I heard that the Copic markers are best for professional work. So if you're really pursuing a career with alcohol markers, then I think that would be a good brand to stick with. I didn't expect much from these Deli Finenolo brush tip alcohol markers since they only cost me around 23 cents per marker. But I'm happy that they are enjoyable, easy to use, and the colors are really bright. But I need more color options so I can enjoy shading and underpainting. So I'm really looking forward to testing the 80 marker set. If you're curious about that, then check out my next video. Thanks for watching here and see you in the next one. Bye!